My name is Alim Bash Abdi. I'm a teacher at Mandera Special School for the Blind. A brief history of my life. I was born and brought up in the rural parts of Mandera Town, a place known as Libehia. There, like any other Somali boy, with my visual impairment, I used to herd cattle, look after the goats, and that was my life as a young boy living in the rural parts of Mandera Town. My parents are nomadic pastoralists, and up to now they live in the remote areas of this county. So I was born blind, and when I was of age, my father took me to Libehia Primary School, a regular school, a school that was not meant to cater my unique needs, or what we call special needs. So there, I was taken to the class. The teachers, they just taught. I used to be in the class just to listening. I just used to listen, and I used to understand things by listening and grasp the concept the teachers were teaching by listening. I did not write right from grade 1, class 1. We used to call it class 1 by then. Class 1 to class 8. During the exam times, the teachers will read for me the exams. I used to do oral exam. And that's how I progressed from class 1 to class 8. Now the challenge came when I was in class 8. I was supposed to do KCPE. And then my head teacher, because I didn't know Braille by then, he registered for me a large print. I can remember the exact font 48. And that was beyond what neck could produce. They brought for me an exam that was a half the font I requested. I requested font 38. They brought 24, size 24. And I couldn't read the exam. So the 3 days, actually I was in index 1. I used to pass. I used to lead the class. And that's why I was index 1. So the 3 days my classmates were doing the exam, I was just in the class at the front there, just crying throughout. And after the exam, I got demoralized. I didn't know what to do. And luckily, I was then, I was enrolled in madrasa, and there was an exam, actually, similar to KCPE. And then I did that one in the madrasa to Hikmah in Libehia. I did an oral exam, and I passed it very well. I was actually number 5 out of 460 students. And then that gave me motivation. It motivated me. Oh, Kumbe, I can do. And then the following year, my head teacher, Mr. Shobai, together with, by then, TAC county director, he was not director by then, they took me to Dawa Integrated Primary School, which had a unit, a special needs unit. There I met Mr. Barre, our head teacher, who is around, and he taught me Braille. That was 2014. I learned Braille within that year, and then at the end of the year, I did my KCPE. And then I passed, I got a scholarship from KCB Foundation, and I was taken to Thika High School for the Blind. 4 years I stayed there. There were numerous challenges, but I persevered. And in 2018, I graduated from Thika High School for the Blind with a mean grade of B. B for boy. Just short of 1 point, B+. And then the following year, 2019, March, I went to Machakos Technical Institute for the Blind. There I was trained on ICT. I got my certificate in July of that year. And then September, I joined Kenyatta University. There I did my degree, special needs education, and I graduated in 2023. And from 2023 up to now, I have been here. And I was here for 2 years as a volunteer. And then early this year, I was hired by TSC to teach this school. Now I am a JSS teacher, junior school. And now, the uniqueness of teaching learners with visual impairment, we don't call them blind, we call them visually impaired. Now, these learners are different from regular learners. We don't also say normal learners, because these ones too are normal. So we say regular learners and special, or exceptional learners, also you can say exceptional learners. Now, these learners, some of them, they can see a little, we call them low vision. Others, they are totally blind, they can't see. And some are mono-eyed, they have just one eye. And they have got their own uniqueness. For example, these learners cannot read print. So you have to provide the material, the teaching and the learning material. You have to provide it in Braille. Or you have to give those who are partially sighted, you have to give them large print. You have to produce a large print for them, or magnification lens. Sometimes they can use magnification lens. Now, when it comes to writing, these learners, they don't use pen. Most of them, they use Braille machine. The Braille machine is like, the typewriter, the analog one. But now this one, we read by touching. You read by touching. You read with your fingers. Since you can read, they can read the text with their eyes, they have to touch, feel, and read. So that is how they read. So when you are teaching them, you have to give them real objects for them to manipulate. Yes, for example, when you're teaching mathematical concepts like addition, you have to provide some real object that they can touch, feel, and move around. For example, when they want to add, you can give them 3 stones plus another 4 stones is equals to the add, and they can count 7. So that's how they learn. And also, the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He has not given them sight, He has given them sharp, auditory system. They can hear very well. They can hear very well. And their sense of, smell is also very, very strong. And they can sense things from far away. You can just come into this class after break, and without even you talking to them, they will sense that the teacher is here, and they will keep quiet. They understand. That is how unique these learners are.